Retirement can best be described as disengaging from active service after attaining certain age limit or completing a stipulated period of time in service. In other words, retirement, in its literal meaning, connotes rest after service for a stipulated period as obtained in public or private sectors, as well as in some religious organizations. As enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution, the Civil Service Commission has made it clear that when one is employed, should have a tenure or to disengage from active service. Therefore, all employees of labor should take note of that, which normally doesn't exceed 35 years of meritorious service and 60 years of age. Once a civil servant clocks that age, he or she is expected to bow out of service to begin a new life of being a pensioner or a retiree. Retirement can be voluntary or compulsory, sometimes based on health grounds. Some people, after disengaging from active service, still reapply on contract basis, which sometimes does not exceed 2 years and is renewable as time goes on. It is against this background that 26 News Weekend File went further to sample the different shades of opinion of some civil servants who have few years in service, sharing some of the experiences. What are their feelings? What are their next plans, and how do they intend to tackle such challenges when they finally disengage from active service?
In that case, you are expected to have planned what you will do, how you intend to rest, what are the supportive factors you plan to enjoy after you retire. Now, the society you serve also should help you prepare to aid you when you are no longer very active, to support you up to the time you leave this world. It's unfortunate that the system in Nigeria is not planned to support that kind of life. And from experience, we have discovered that people who have actually served the nation very meritoriously, diligently, actively, have finally left service and are lamenting. In fact, the life they are living outside retirement, in retirement, is just nothing to write home about.
It is true that once you are employed, one day you will retire. And it's always very good for somebody to plan for his retirement. Because if you didn't plan, actually you may find some problems after being retired. As for me, I thank God I've been planning for my retirement. I can say I have achieved almost 70% of my requirement. Once you are approaching retirement, you need to put certain things in order so that when you retire, you will have at least a smooth stay during your retirement.
Well, my life in service has been interesting. The reason is you always be happy when you see that you are touching the life of others, when you see progress in the life of others. So as a teacher, your greatest achievement is when you see your children progressing and becoming what they want to be in life.
A cross-section of civil servants interviewed expressed fears of the unknown, as well as what to embark upon, knowing fully well that not only that, some are worried about how to keep soul and body together, or even making ends meet, because processing the pension is usually hectic and bureaucratic. Coupled with the above-mentioned reasons, the would-be pensioners are always preoccupied with challenges, and for that reason they are pleading on government, though it has been given a listening ear to the plight of the retirees and even those who have less years to quit the service, to please come to their aid.
These pensioners were the ones who actively served the state and the nation when they were very active. They gave in everything. There should be a concrete arrangement on ground to support people's life in retirement. No matter how long you stay in the service, you will finally have to leave. You get the point. So just tell yourself the truth, confront the reality, and just go away. Life does not end where you are. For as long as you are alive, there is life after you quit here.
That people are those that don't plan, and that's where they're having those fears. For me, I'm such a person that I feel contented with what I have. So because of that, I don't have that type of fear.
I intend to work on my plan B in life, and that is to make my life after retirement not a regrettable one.
For those who are preparing to retire in no distant future, they should not be discouraged. Instead, they should sit up and start planning for any useful venture that may sustain them after retirement. For those who are preparing to retire in no distant future, they should not be discouraged. Instead, they should sit up and start planning for any useful venture that may sustain them after retirement.